Okay, I think we're back on.
All right, let me check.
So I just want to go to my one and change my
Yep.
camera.
Yeah, everything's on point.
Oh, that's all right. I'll just use this camera.
Alrighty, how are we tracking?
I think we're back live.
We're live.
We are?
I think so. Have a look at our stream. Let's have a look. Are we back on, guys? We're just having a play around. Hopefully we're back on. Hopefully we get the 100 people back. I'm just going to let everyone know.
All right, cool. I think we're on time too.
Beautiful, because we just... Okay.
All right.
Let everyone know. Yeah. And hopefully...
I think I still got one more match. I think it's 2-2 at the moment.
Yeah, beautiful. Oh, so we've got our first non-3-0 match.
Yep.
So now, are we just going to be calling what we see on the screen now?
Yeah, that's it.
Beautiful. Alrighty.
It makes it much more simple. At least you can follow chat this way too.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
are you still viewing from Blue's channel, or?
Nah.
No, we're just watching what's on screen. And we've got to check if it's choppy though.
Nah, appears to be flowing nicely.
Yeah, we are good. Alrighty.
Now, guys, can you let everyone know? Go over and tell everyone that we're back. Come back, because we had about 100 people here, but we are back. And hopefully it comes in. Mate, live TV, it's all happening. It's smooth. We're rocking. We're rolling. You get to see a different camera angle from me. So don't worry about my camera. Just enjoy the voice, and we will be up and about and loving life. That's for sure. Alrighty.
So, yeah, I don't know what stream you're talking about watching off, because I don't have anything.
Not even on your screen.
On your Facebook.
On the Facebook.
Nothing.
How's that not working for you? We were doing a watch together.
Yeah, on the Facebook call.
On the Bayside Kraken page.
Yeah.
So maybe if you just watch that, like tab over, or have two tabs open on the one screen. Put the Bayside Kraken stream on one side and Nuts on the other, and then should be sweet. Anyway, we're on the third match. Sorry, we're on the fifth match now. Harry and Troy.
Yeah, they've had an absolute barn burner, and we've bloody missed it, and he just got flash pinned.
Oh, Jesus. There we go.
To finish it all off. But, yeah, I think we've lost all of our viewers, but I don't care. Hopefully they all come back. Alrighty, we're back again. Make sure you go tell everyone, guys, we are back. We have got it all sorted. Don't know what happened. YouTube was just playing funny buggers, but we are there. We're getting it done. It looks like we're up to our last match of the undercard. Let's see how we go.
Ethan Tunstall versus Jeremiah,
yeah? Yeah, unless
Rodian
and Nick have been moved down the card. Because that was something that we missed. And
unless they've gone into the main card, because it is a main card match. That is a good match.
Potentially.
Yeah.
I'm hoping so.
All right, sorry guys, everyone is coming in. Tell everyone, come back and have a chat with us. Come back and have a chat, but that's all right. Ethan Tunstall, ready to go, bang. And he's taking on Jeremiah. I'm definitely related to Fatali Mateo. Has to be.
It looks like it, mate. We all said Ethan on this one, didn't we?
We did, yes.
And I'm still sticking with Ethan. Jeremiah looks a newbie. Not a newbie, but not as distant as Ethan is looking to just get it done using the tall timber. And they're into a strap. Straps are terrible. Okay, Josh Barger has jumped in the chat and saying that I think after this matchup will be Nick and Rodian. They've been moved from 4th to 11th on the card. So this is match 10 of 15. So While you're there, Josh, tell everyone to come
There you go.
back.
Thanks,
Tell
mate.
everyone the Aussie arm wrestler Andy
Share this
Mayo
shit.
is back in action. Cannot believe that happened to us. Lucky it didn't happen during the main event. That was horrible. Can't believe
Shout
it.
out to thanks a lot, Adam Hasty, who's just let everyone know on Blue Stream that we're back up and running. So, Adam,
Thanks, man.
thank you very much, mate.
Bombard them.
Absolutely.
Adam Hastie's great. He's a Patreon supporter of mine for just 50 cents a week. You can support the Aussie arm
legend.
wrestler. Bang! Ethan is trying to go outside. He's going to come in for a press for Jeremiah. Wow.
We have ourselves. Oh,
Damn.
wow.
Jeremiah with the goods.
Threw him
Now-
to the table, to the wall.
And this is through Ethan's strong point, which is in his low hand top roll. So I think we have underestimated our fellow comrade.
Yeah, I didn't know who Jeremiah was, so...
Hold on. I reckon Ethan's going to get better on round 2.
Yep, he's got something up his sleeve. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's definitely got something. And Blue's in his corner too, so
Mhm.
we got that as well.
Interesting times now. Round 1 goes to Jeremiah. We've got this match. We've got one more match after this, and then it's the main card. So we're getting to the juicy, saucy bit of the action. And a part of me is glad that it just went 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, because it's able to keep people interested, able to keep people intrigued. And now we are rocking and rolling. We're into round 2. You've got Jeremiah on the left-hand side. You've got Ethan Tunstall on the right, wanting to get the job done. And you've got Jeremiah winning 1-0. Watch them slip.
Looks like it's an agreed grip.
Yeah, that'll
Yep.
go straight
Here we
into
go.
a slip. Don't even bother. Just the way they were messing about. I was like, come on, boys.
Ethan getting fired up.
Good. That's
Yeah.
what we want.
Look at him. He means business now. I think we're really going to see a good one here, round 2.
I'm looking for Ethan to come inside and come in for a bit of a press type. I'm not sure if he'll go into the flop press, but he'll want to get his shoulder. I know he
Yeah,
loves
see,
to
do
top
it.
roll and hit that, but Jeremiah just seemed too good and was able to separate him like divorced parents. But now it is all up to Ethan to get this one back. Round 2 as
Yep.
they fight for the grip. Tom McGlacier is your referee. What a man he is. We want this
So-
match to happen.
Again,
Ethan
Ethan's
lost
setting
his
up.
first round.
Yep.
That he hit. So we'll see if that happens again.
He seems to be.
Yep.
He seems to be a lot more higher in the wrist this time, so less of a low hand. Oh,
Yeah.
but it didn't look good.
I
and
don't think it's playing in his favour, to be honest.
No, it's not. The strap is not doing much for Ethan right now.
Yeah, well, he
Because he
does
has
have the
the
buckle
buckle.
as well. Yeah.
Which was
Yep.
odd because he was so keen to get to it.
Yeah, he didn't look like he held on too hard, did he? Oh, no.
Yep.
Tried to get his shoulder
Yep.
behind it, couldn't get in there, which I found very interesting. And why does he want to go for the strap? Jeremiah getting it done, and we just might think. So, guys, what you missed out, we missed one match altogether if you didn't catch it on Blues Channel. Troy, Kalia, and Harry Tamarua went 3-2. Of course, the one match that stuffs up was the absolute match of the night so far. But now it's 2-0 to Jeremiah Mateo taking on Ethan Tunstall in this one as everyone is slowly coming back to the chat. But that is okay. Looks like my man Jamie Barrett, not only does he support the Aussie arm wrestler and just get pins, but he's also got the referee shirt on in this matchup. So let's have a go. Good to see people are slowly climbing back into the chat. We are not moving, and hopefully now we have got it all sorted. Do apologise for the little hiccup before. Technology's not my thing. I don't know why it stuffed up. We were killing it.
Yep. So going into round 3, negotiating a grip. This is Ethan's last chance here to really show that he can do something.
So let's see if he
don't
grips
know.
differently.
Yeah, I think he's going to need to do something different. But if he can get to straps,
Oh,
he
here we
does
go.
have
He's
the
holding on this
advantage.
time.
All right. Right. Straight into the straps. We do know he will have the advantage this time. Can he
Yeah,
do
no
something
buckle.
different? And will he?
So this
I think
match-
he's really going to dig deep into this low hand top roll this time.
Yeah.
He needs to. He gets a bit too separated. He gets outside of his shoulder. So it'll be interesting to see how round 3 of this match goes.
Yep. He needs to keep his hand flat so that he can get purchase off it. We did see briefly when it went inside, Ethan really couldn't do anything, so he's not going to risk it.
He almost let it go by the looks of things.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're using the stream now on Facebook off Bayside Krakens Arm Wrestling Club. Got a great relationship with Leo Marcus there. They've actually sponsored Lachlan. Lachlan will be representing the Bayside Krakens Arm Wrestling Club in this one. So as we get into round 3, Ethan Tunstall. Look at that low head top roll, as Andy has just mentioned there. Bang, the hit is there. And he's got his on the inside of his shoulder. Jeremiah looks confident.
Don't
Took the
flatten
hand.
it out.
Nice,
okay.
Yep.
Jeremiah was complete control.
For sure.
Yeah.
4, 5,
So-
7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 3-0. And 1, 3-2. Wow-wee! But that's good for us because we are getting it in there. That's done, Jeremiah. Impressive, because Ethan's not a bad puller. He's not a bad puller. So that was a very impressive. But you know what it's like with the Polynesian community. They are just naturally strong. Frustrating as hell. They can just pick up any strength sport and do well. So now it looks like, I'm not sure if it's part of the main card, but either way, let's see what Presidential Phil is calling up. Here it is, Rodian, the hot rod, has come in and he's a looking boss, looking confident, needs to fix his body language up.
Too.
But Nick
He's looking bigger.
Bang.
Right.
What do we think, guys?
I do think I still am going to have to go Nick with the top roll.
It's going to be a really good match. This was one matchup that I thought could steal the show. So everyone is slowly coming back to the Aussie Arm Wrestlers chat. Let everyone else know that we're here and we're sticking around. I'm here with Mario and Andy, the Andy and Mario show, and they both want the show.
All right, here we go. Very quick. So Nick showing that he can, really talk as far as, getting that fast twitch in. I really think Rodian's going to now struggle to get a flash pin now that Nick seems to be, really standing to his level as far as speed goes. So let's see what happens in straps.
Why, everyone in the chat, smash that like button so everyone can come back after our little hiccup. But the Aussie Arm Wrestler never gives up. Be interesting to see how round 1 goes. Rodian doing the old, I'm tired, to try and get an advantage in the strap. Nick knows all of that game. We see if the middle brother does the King's move in this one. I do like the body position of Nick in this one. Rodian
Nick's got a great setup.
Yeah.
So he's high, he's deep and high in the hand and the strap, fully pronated. He's torqued his body slightly. He's rotating it to the left, and he's creating a bit of carve before the go, just so that he can maximize the pronation when he then straightens his hand out.
Beautiful. They are fighting for it. They're ready to go.
Brody's gripping low by the looks of things too. I mean, he's just above that wrist line.
He is.
Hold on. He looks like he's adjusting again.
Look, it is hard to
the
tell from
refs.
this angle. Yeah,
it's going into refs. Oh, here we go.
Good
Here we go, guys.
Oh, damn.
Wow. Yep.
Good start on that one. That is the definition of ready, Bay! And it's just hit hard, hit fast. Nick getting the job done. Rodian's been told, take a minute, son. You need to go have a chat with someone because Nick has just gone bang. And the Burnett boys are really making their name. They're a bit of a trio, and I heard they've got an even younger brother who is keen to follow in the footsteps. These guys are even good at snooker. They've represented Australia in snooker. That is ridiculous. And if going to the pub was a thing in Australia, they'd make a killing hustling everyone, and then they'd bloody arm wrestle them and beat them there. Beautiful. Alrighty. After how much time will the match start, Ryan Bowen? And when is the match of John Brezink? We've got 3 more matches after this, and then Ryan starts. And then I'll be doing a live stream for the John Brezink matchup. starts in about 22 hours. Whoever asked about John Brasing. Yeah, just start in the
We're about to get started, guys. Bang. So you could see that Redden was kind of carving, ready to press, get that quick strap.
Yeah.
I want to know, can he do anything differently now that he has the strap advantage?
It looks like he's definitely trying something else,
Yep.
especially with this setup there. I mean, it is a different angle, but I think you're right. I think he is going for a press by the looks of things.
Good. Let him just try
Damn,
something.
that bottom strap is low. Look at that. It's halfway down Roddy's forearm there. That's a bit rough.
Yeah, they gotta fix that up. They gotta help him out. I think Nick's gonna take the second round in this one. Let's see how round 2 goes.
Yeah, Roddy has to start semi-carved. He has to.
Yeah.
Need any advantage. You're pulling a Burnett, brother. You need to get any advantage you can get. These boys are rock solid, able to get the job done. They mean business in the arm wrestling world, and only one of them's graduated high school. I'm not saying they're dumb. The others are just young. Bang! Oh, we've got a match on our hands.
There we go.
Nice. Oh, hold on.
Elbow foul.
Oh, hang
Elbow
on.
foul
Yeah.
restart.
Must
But
have
the hot
must have
rod
on
has
that
started the engine. He's ready to
Yeah.
go. And Nick
There
Burnett
we go.
is in a matchup, which is what we want to see. Start the engines, ladies and gentlemen. The hot rod has gone bang. Readjusted, reapplied like sunscreen. And he feels now he's in a matchup. Elbow foul. We're still into round 2. Hot rod is on your left. Nick Burnett on your right of screen facing us as we get into this matchup. Good to see everyone's come back. Good hit! Good hit by Nick Burnett.
Here we go.
The hot rod is holding on and he's screaming at him. Nick trying to
Roddy's
readjust,
got-
but the hot rod
Roddy's
in a
got the
good
right idea
position.
there. Roddy's got the right
Outside
idea.
of his shoulder. Great pin.
Damn.
Great pin
Nice.
by Nick Burnett. For me, if you are in a position where... Oh, we've got another elbow foul. Jamie Barrett,
Yeah,
you
that
listen
was
to
2
Jamie
fouls
Barrett.
anyway.
Nick gets the pin. I'm not a big fan of holding on. I think if you can pin someone, just get it done. I saw Hot Rod holding on.
Jordan Davis in Radiant's corner here.
Yeah.
The sexy man himself.
The reach around. Jordan Davis. Why isn't he on the card? So where does Jordan Davis, as we get ready for the next round, where does, and everyone in the chat, if you know the reach around Jordan Davis, where does he sit in your top 10 in Australia?
I think he's right there, just below Brett and Ryan Scott. So I think Brett and or Ryan Scott is the next match for Jordan.
Yeah. Have we got an update on Ryan Scott? I don't seem to be seeing anything.
No, it looks like he's training at the moment with his club. So I think he's getting back into it.
That's what
Probably
we want to
slowly.
hear. We want to hear that,
Absolutely.
and we want Brett Coots having big time matches. We also want Andy and Mario having big time matches as well in this one. So what have we got
Borders
here?
are opening up soon, so surprise. There'll be some surprises down the line.
To go, we get another beer smash. Absolutely, if we get another 100 likes on this stream after the first stuff up, I'll neck a beer from top to bottom without taking a breath. Don't you worry about that. We're into round 3. They'll probably go for the straps here. The hot rod felt comfortable, didn't get it done. Almost got pinned as they went for a slip there.
Yeah.
Roddy pointing at the camera. Good to see everyone up and about as Presidential Phil on the microphone. Good to hear his little story. Got a lot of time for Presidential Phil, what he does for the Australian arm wrestling scene. We are in match 11, ladies and gentlemen. Match 11. Here we go.
So I think that was a foul. So on possibly Roddy's side.
What have we got there?
That was very, very, very close to a pin.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Roddy reckons he's got it.
It may have been a parallel pin, as long as there wasn't a predisposed foul.
It all depends on the rule set. I mean, if they're completely pronated and they come out just above that pin pad, I think it's okay in terms
It's
of our
okay.
rules. Yeah.
So not running.
If they were supinated, it'd be a pin.
Yep.
There you go. We're just waiting for the referee's call. Nick looking staunch there. He's looking good. It looks like I think he's going to call a bit of a slip and go into the straps. Roddy arguing the point as Tom Iglesia and Jamie Barry go. Let's see the Tom call. It's called a slip into the strap. Very, very close. Let's see how this one
Geez,
goes.
okay. We've got Nicky setting up a bit differently, trying to get height over already. Laying that tricep on the pad.
And with the strap advantage this time, Rodian's really going to find it hard to supinate in.
Yeah, especially when he gets tied down with that buckle side, he's going to fall further down Nick's hand. It's going to be fucked for Rodian.
Yep.
Unless he digs deep, puts his shoulder forward and cups in as hard as he can. I reckon he might stop Nicky's pronation, possibly. But he might even get a foul too. It's pretty dangerous at the front of the pad where Roddy's probably aiming to go.
Be good to see how we go in this one. Round 3 of this matchup. Nick Burnett on your left, leading 2-0, taking on the hot rod Rodian. And he is down in this one, but feels like he can compete with Nick Burnett. We've had some stellar matches, some interesting takes on this matchup. So it'd be good to see where the attack comes. If you've heard from Andy and Mario, that bottom setup in the strap, I do like it from Nick Burnett. I'm going to give him the advantage on this one. If Rode can hit and hit hard, I think he just might peg one back on this one. But we have too much fluffing about for my liking. I think if you go to straps, it's an automatic ref grip. Don't give people more and more time. I think that's the one thing that the arm wrestling world struggles with. But this event has been really good. Let's get into round 3 as Tom gets him into a ref's grip. For me, if I ever ref, I would not even listen to what a puller's got to say. There's too much. Andy, you've done a lot of refereeing, and I think if you just listen to what they say, that's too bad.
We are off.
Bang! Nick Burnett
nice
in a
stop.
killer position all over. And once
There
again,
it is. Yeah.
you're not going to believe it, ladies and gentlemen, but it was 3-0.
Yeah, look, as a ref, it's a thankless job. It really is a hard job to do. And no one's really going to like you, no matter what you say or do. You do want to let matches play out. You do want to see good matches. You don't want to take anything away from anyone, but time does become a factor, and sometimes you just need to push things along, speed things up. And if people are screwing about, you put them back in their place and you get it on.
Back, guys.
Now, get excited. First of all, Diffan, you big ledge, he's gone over to Blues chat. Said if he gets 100 likes on the Aussie Arm Wrestlers chat, he'll down a beer. So hopefully a couple come over and have a crack. Now, get excited. We are into our main card, ladies and gentlemen. We've had 11 of the 15 matches go bang. And now, what's happened? Facebook's gone.
Yep.
They just all right.
YouTube stream. They must be taking a quick break.
A quick intermission. Okay. Alrighty. Well, let me then just. Where we live TV, ladies and gentlemen, live TV. How good is it? So annoying. I'm just going to leave this up there. We're calling on Facebook, nice and basic. So we'll keep an eye on that, ladies and gentlemen, as you see me down there on the bottom corner. So we've had it. So guys, there's a break. Prince of Coin, are you kidding? Is that a 30-minute break? Is that what they said before the main event?
I don't know, but Prince of Coin is sometimes hard to trust because he likes to troll.
There you go. Diffan says, sorry guys, it's a 30-minute break, was in Ryan Bowen's chat. Yes, a 30-minute break. That's okay. Hang out with us. Let's look. I was going to sit there and go, hey guys, let's run down the card. But 3-0. Everything was 3-0. So Mario, I'll wait till he puts his headphone on. Are you with us, Mario?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll have to screen share in 30 minutes. They're taking a 30-minute break.
No worries. And Bayside's going to stream it on their Facebook because that's what we were leeching off.
Yeah. Leo reached out to me and said you can use our stream if you want. So Leo,
Beautiful. Can you ask him to reposition the camera a little bit better, maybe front on, if possible?
I'll flick out a message and hopefully he.
If you can't, you can't. That's fine. Man.
Yeah.
But,
So Blue's not going to be streaming, or
Yeah, Blue's streaming, but for some reason when I was sharing Blue's stream, it was Blue will just keep his stream going on.
Yep.
But from there, it was just like, oh, okay. So, guys, if you're just joining us, it appears to be a 30-minute break, and then we are into our main event. We've got Marcus Atiri versus Torben on the left hand, hashtag make left arm great again. Then we've got Sam Safuri versus Sam Burnett on the right arm. Marcus Atiri doing double duty, taking on Grant Tolentino on the right hand, and then, of course, your main event. So, hopefully, with all these matches...
and butter.
Do you guys know, as I might play around with my screen, do you guys know if they're all best of 6 now in the main card, or do we think it's a bit different?
It's either going to be 6 rounds for every one of them, or 6 rounds for Blue and Lockie, and best out of 5 for the remaining matches.
I'm sure it's best out of 5, except for Lockie's match.
Good.
Yeah.
EC, will you restart this stream or stay here? Mate, we are here for the long haul. We're not going anywhere. Tell everyone on Blue's chat to come to the after party. Come to the party on this channel now as we have a chat, as we wait for the stream to come back on. It's going over. Now, we've got the 4 matches left. Now, with all these 3-0 guys, with all the 3-0 matches that had happened, was there anyone that impressed you? Was there a match where you just went, besides my man Jamie Barrett, but was there a match where you just went, he looks like, he's got a pretty good future?
Yeah, my probably favourite match was Ben Stubbins against Marcus Chapman. He really impressed me.
Yeah, good choice. Yeah, that was beautiful on the left arm. That was a real good choice, actually. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, with the streaming and everything, live stream, we missed a really good match, but that's the way it goes. All right. Well, while we've got the 30 minutes or whatever it is, I'm keen for it. The main event. Let's get down and dirty. Let's talk about our main event for a little bit. So, for context, everyone watching, Ryan, Bowen, and Lachlan are there. They're best mates. Lachlan was best man at Ryan's wedding. I heard there was a fantastic MC at that wedding. I heard a handsome legend hosted that wedding. Might have been me just saying it out there. No.
It's speculation. It's speculated.
So, like do you agree? So, what's happened is when they decided, because they've both been gagging for a super match, when they both decided that it was time for, them two to go head to head, if you two were pulling each other, do you like the separation away from each other? Do you like that they sat there and went, we're not friends. Let's talk shit about each other, and I won't see you in 2 months. So, when we finally see Mario and Andy have a hit out, would you guys be like that? Do you like the way they went about it?
We would not be like that. We would just be drinking.
Keep our hands off each other, mate. That's just how it is.
Just be drinking Jim Beam. That's it.
So then, what do you think? What do you think of that setup? Like, do you think it's do you think it's good? Do you think it's not?
So obviously, if you're choosing to supermatch with someone, you should not be training with them leading up to the match, because it's going to take away from any game plan that you hope to develop to counter what they're going to be bringing. And if you do train together, chances are you know each other back to front, which in the case of Lachlan and Blue, and even Mario and I, it's getting to that stage. They know each other so well. There's really no surprise attacks they can bring, except for whatever they might muster up in the few months that they're, training away from each other. As far as the whole beef goes, it's like, look, you need a bit of banter, lighthearted banter. something that you can do that at the end of it, you're still going to be mates and you can have a laugh. But I do believe that a line has been crossed. And that's
What makes you say that?
And what line?
Well, there's
it goes from banter to disrespect. Is that the line?
Yeah, disrespect beyond dissing or bringing family into it, going into, well, we won't go there, but
whose family was brought into it?
I believe Lachlan brought up something in the interview with Kyle. And Lachlan also brought up the fact that he works in mental health services, and a video that stemmed quite a while ago in that interview with Kyle. But yeah, without much context to it, it's hard to kind of gauge. But in Lockie's eyes, I believe that Blue may have gone a step too far.
The Blue's gone too far?
Potentially.
There you go. This is getting a bit...
It's hard to know what's real and what's not. It's hard to know if it's a facade, if they're just, both in on it and they're just, creating hype. It's hard to tell. We don't know. And yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting that it's gone there, because all I saw after speaking to both, it was a bit of push and shove. I've watched some of the interview with Kyle. As Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler and Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler mother-in-law jumps in. They've just come in, they're having a bit of a play around. Yeah, so that's interesting that you come to that.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to a bit of trash talk, I think when you go, I think just keep it to the person and the person only. Yeah, if you start attacking anything else, like you can call fat, you're a terrible puller, I'm going to crush you like garlic, you know what I mean? Like all that.
Yeah,
and, and things like that are cool. But then if you sit there and say, anything about someone's mental health or anyone about that, everyone in the chat, let me know if you've copped anything bad during a match, during a lead up to the match, if you've copped anything like that. So...
Yeah, because I didn't get a chance to watch the whole video of the interview with Lachlan and Kyle. But yeah, I do believe there was a few things said in there that didn't really sit well with Lachlan. So, hey, that's between them to resolve if there is anything legitimate there. If it's all lighthearted and playful, then by all means, go ahead.
Yeah, but yeah, even if it is agreed upon, that's weird that Ryan would. Yeah, I need to look into more of this.
I don't think Ryan said anything about mental health. It's more so. Yeah, you'll have to go back and watch the video because I can't.
I think if I remember correctly, Ryan says Lachlan's going to need a helpline. He might have to just talk to his missus about the loss that he's going to obviously get, or whatever along those lines. And since Lachlan is very passionate about mental health and works in that field, he took offence to it. Yeah. So so that's what's happened. Like us, I mean, I am passionate about that subject, but I'm probably not as passionate as Lachlan is, so I can see why he'd get pissed off at that. He shouldn't be fucking flailing words like that around, I guess. Especially
so it sounds like a bit of an honest mistake with that one.
Yeah, that's probably the best way I'd put it.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's really interesting.
No doubt.
Yeah, so
but there's one thing I do want to bring up.
Yeah.
It's I believe both of those guys are out of their element, trying to do what they were doing, basically. Like a WWE showing that they're enemies, basically, on camera. I feel that's just not fucking needed.
Yeah, do you think it was a bit forced, or...?
It was way too forced. Forced.
Look, they did a better effort than Braun Strowman and Devon, to be fair. they made theirs look a bit better, but Look, I like a bit of argy-bargy. I like it, but... and there was nothing... I can't say really nothing wrong. I didn't mind what Ryan and Lachlan did because it built more hype to their match and it wasn't it wasn't too far. But
Yep.
if you two started pushing each other and not much was said,
Doesn't make sense, does it?
that's right. So now, if these two were just the top two in Australia, ready to go head to head, then a bit of push and shove. I don't mind it. A lot of arguments I get are like, it's no good for the kids wanting to come into the sport. What happens if people watch it? For me, that's their parents' fault. You know what I mean? That's their parents that got to make the decision. So, guys in the chat, what do you think of the old argy bargy? I don't mind it. I think because at this stage, if you see the way arm wrestling's gone, we need some entertainment. If you look at all the arm wrestling leagues that were on TV, WAL and Arm Wars, entertainment, argy-bargy and things like that. Sometimes some of the traditionalists have just got to let go of a few things, in my own opinion, and they just need to come in and go ready, bang. And a huge reason why I say that is, guys, how many times have you seen me pull? Not
I don't
many.
know. The only time
If
that matters
any.
is
Not many.
You try to pull a lot, from what I've seen. Like every time Melbourne has some sort of super match night, you're there. You're super matching someone, or
I give it a go, but I'm not
Yeah.
having many matches.
Yeah.
The point being entertainment. People come in and see the Aussie arm wrestler scream out, ready, bang, and have an absolute crack. Now, because I consider you two in the top 10 of Australian overall arm wrestling, I need to ask you a question. Can I ask you two a question?
Of course.
Sure.
Of course I can. It's my stream. I'm just being polite, you shit bloke.
Sure.
Do you believe this match should be for number one?
I do like Lachlan's take on it. That
Yeah, I
even
think
if
Lachlan explained
wins,
it the best. That's right.
if Lachlan wins, he in his heart of hearts doesn't value it as much as he maybe could, because he would like to beat, Mateo, who actually has beaten the biggest names in Australia. Ben Carroll, Ryan Scott.
And in their peak shape as well.
In their peak shape.
Are you
So,
talking about the beast, Mateo,
yep.
but he's from New Zealand.
Yeah. So,
So I'm
Lachlan
talking
kind
about
of
number one
encompassed
in Australia,
Oceania.
not Oceania. So a lot of arguments, people like Ben Carroll and Brett Coots are names that are always thrown about. Well, how come they're not involved in this matchup? So for me, I was always, okay, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm not too sure. Maybe this is the number one
It's a tough one.
pro arm wrestler. Yeah. And I love it. I love the discussion. It could be the number one pro arm wrestler in Australia. But you can't, it's good that Lachlan wants to take on Mateo Wangaraingi. I think I wasn't even close to saying his full name. But he's a good guy. So it'd be interesting, to see what happens there.
Yep.
So good on Lachlan for wanting. I want Lachlan to continue to pull. Has anything changed from the start of the stream? Are we still staying with our picks? Are you staying with Lachlan, Andy? Are you staying with Blue?
Yeah, I have to stay with Lachlan. But in saying that, there is an avenue where Blue could win.
It's I'm just reading. Is someone watching something while someone got their volume up on something else?
I can hear something, but yeah.
It must be me. My mic's super sensitive. I'm just trying to find settings to fix it, so bear with me.
Pornhub.com. You've been busted, Mario.
Yeah, you can't blame me.
Now, look, every time there's a live stream, everyone is saying Aussie Arm Wrestler defend the number one trophy in sports entertainment. What you need to understand, you dead set legends, is I will auction this off. When, everyone in the chat is challenging me for it. Mate, I've had Monster Michael Todd tell me he's coming after it. I've had Todd Hutchings tell me he's coming after it. I will auction this off one day. And I'll sit there and go, right, to the highest bidder, you get to have a chance. A chance to win this trophy. You won't
That's
win
your That's your retirement fund right there.
Mate, the way the world's going, I'm ready to retire and try and become a full-time YouTuber. And this gold mine here, and it's had plenty of beers come out of it. It's an absolute rock star, that one. Our man Brock from WA, he's like, at the table, how much for it, mate? To the highest bidder. If you want to start bidding now and I do a 12-month bidding war, mate.
Fucking hell.
And let that build up. It'll be the longest thing on eBay. And that's just for a chance. A chance to have a crack at the
They end up selling it at the end of the 12 months.
Yeah.
And then you got to get yourself over to Melbourne, Australia and get pinned in my garage. Bang. That's the way it wants. How is everyone going in the chat? Adam with a $3.99 super chat. He says, I'll bid $3.39. With a $3.39 super chat. So his super chat is his bid. It started. I'm telling you, it's going to be a 12-month bidding war. Mate, you think these guys are king of the table are getting paid well. You thought Leonardo DiCaprio got a good payday from Titanic. Not a chance, as Mario just decided he's left the chat. No,
he's going to go refinance so that he can start bidding.
Oh, mate, Josh Barker's bumped it up to $4. That's what I mean. People want a crack, and that is fine. That is fine. And when it gets up to $9 million, we might have a match on our hands. Andy, 4 matches left. 4 matches left. Not sure why they're having an intermission. Makes no sense to me. Unless the only thing I can think of is for like the American audience. They've gone ahead of time and they've gone, we said the match was going to be roughly around this time. Blah, blah, blah. But out of the 4 matches, out of the 3 matches before the main event, what is the one you're looking forward to? And ask everyone in the comments this as well. So we got Marcus Atiri and Torben on the left hand. Annie and I, we were there front row and saw these two have an absolute crack on both arms. And that was brilliant. We've got Australian legend of arm wrestling, Sam Safuri, thinks he can come out of retirement and take on the white-hot Sam Burnett. And then on the right hand, the mega massive Marcus Atiri taking on Grant Tolentino. Which one out of those 3 do you think gets the job done?
I think the closest match is going to be Marcus versus Torben left. And the biggest whitewash will be Sam versus Sam. But in saying that, I'm still most excited to see Marcus versus Grant right-handed.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you this. What are your predictions for these 4 matches?
Alrighty, so Marcus Atiri versus Torben on the left hand. Even though I tipped Torben earlier, I wouldn't mind him getting the job done. So it depends how Marcus is training. I remember speaking to Marcus not that long ago, and he was getting bored. He feels like he didn't get any challenges, and then I think that's why Mario got to go in and go bang and tear him apart. So because he's been brought down to being human, I can't see Marcus losing both matches. So I'm going to go Marcus on the left hand against Torben, because I think that's only because I want Grant to win in the right. So I would probably go 3-0 Marcus against Torben on the left, 3-0 Sam on the right, and then Grant winning 3-2.
Okay. Interesting.
Hey, sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Back.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, conveniently there's a blackout at my place, so.
Oh.
I know. So I'm just setting up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so bear with me. I'll be back on.
Yeah, you're right, mate. You do what you got to do. And as the bidding war is going on, Adam says, I raise to $2.19. He's just really wants a crack at this left arm trophy. Thank you to Adam. And then Jacob Evans says, when is Aussie arm wrestler versus Levan? Well, he would not stand a chance against this massive unit. White Wolf, a good supporter of all arm wrestling channels, says, I bid $5 US which is roughly 5 cents Australian, or soon to be under. Let's go, Brandon. Can I swim over and get it? Mate, it is a 12-month bidding war. And you are probably right, $5 US is worth 2 parts of bugger all here in Australia. So, guys, if you're just joining us, thank you for everyone sticking around in the chat. This is a lot of fun. I'm here with Andy from Andy and Mario. Mario is just ducking off trying to set everything back up. He's had a bit of a blackout. Our earlier stream, for some reason, decided to shit itself. I have no idea why that happens. So we've jumped on this new one. We've been sharing either Blue's stream or Bayside Kraken's stream on Facebook. Does anyone know if Blue just left his camera on? Is that the go there?
Yep.
He has?
Pretty much just some practice pulling happening at the moment.
Okay. Beautiful. So it will go from there. We're going to get a sneaky kiss from Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler, I reckon. She might just quickly pop her head in and say hello to everyone. Now that I've called you out, come and quickly say hello. And you know, Andy, Celine's fiance.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it
How you
going?
doing?
And we got 60 people
Good.
in the chat.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
We are living the dream.
You're loving life.
Our first round stuffed up and shut down after 10 matches, so we've had to start again, and they've decided to have a 30-minute intermission.
I left it on the computer.
Oh yeah, but that'll just play old videos and things
funny.
like that.
Well, have fun.
There you go.
See you,
Mrs.
Jess.
Aussie Arm Wrestler has just jumped in and had a bit of a laugh. They're all staring in our backyard. The action's on here. No need to look in our backyard. The action's on the screen here. So we're hoping, guys, everyone that is watching, we've got about 10 minutes, and then we hope we get our main card. And guys, get excited. How good is this going to be when we finally see it happen? Ryan Blue Bowen, can he get that number 1 ranked in Australia? Now, the question I want to ask you, Andy.
Fire away.
First of all, Diffan. I think Diffan is from Sweden. He says, "Hi Jess, you gorgeous legend." Good on you, Diffan. Champion.
How's it going?
Champion. White Wolf says, "Hello, Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler."
Hello.
So that is pretty good. That's fine. See Zeus. See Bim.
Bye.
My wife and mother-in-law are going to go watch stuff at their house. But you guys want to talk about arm wrestling. Now, my question is what I wanted to ask you, Andy. So, Ryan versus Bowen. What is better for Australian arm wrestling? What is better for Australian arm wrestling, the outcome of this match? Is it better that Blue gets knocked off his porch and then the internet blows up and they all attack him saying he's not even number 1 in Australia? How can he be good worldwide? Is that good for us? And we've got a new star in Lachlan? Or is it better for Australian arm wrestling? Blue comes in, he takes the chocolates, goes bang, and then gets to then go on his YouTube and tell everyone, I'm the real deal. No one in Australia can beat me.
Yep. So obviously this match is going to, if Blue wins, will facilitate the next chapter of Blue's career. If he wins, it's going to make a statement that he's ready for the international scene. But if Blue loses, it's not going to matter because regardless of his win or loss in this match, he's still going to chase these bigger fish internationally. And regardless of whether or not anyone wants to see it, Blue will make it happen, whether it's through funding, through hyping up a new match and pushing for it. So honestly, it's a win-win for Blue, because he's seen as the underdog here. He's got no pressure, nothing to lose. He's coming in confident. And like I said, he's going to go on to chase international fish in the next 6 months. So yeah, whether it's for Lachlan, if Lachlan loses, it will make it harder for him to justify chasing some bigger fish because Lachlan is arguably in a weight class above Blue. And if he can't beat someone in a weight class below him, what makes you think he can compete with his own weight class internationally? So there's a lot of variables and things to consider. But either way, regardless of who wins or who loses, both are still ready for the international scene, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. They are both definitely ready for the international scene. I was just interested to see what would be the better outcome, for us, because, it's like you really ready to just be let out of your cage and go back up and climb back up the ranks. So, is it better for you if Blue wins or better for you if Lachlan? So that was the question there.
Yeah.
So it's
tough.
interesting. Very, very interesting take. And that's what I like about those questions, because everyone thinks differently in the sport of arm wrestling. And boy, oh boy, do they think differently. Some guy cracked it at me on Instagram this morning because I posted a photo saying John and Devon were pulling again, and he was cracking it saying that I need to be more objective. And I was like, mate, it's my channel. I'll do what I want.
That's it.
Go eat a ready bang! That's what we need to do. If we don't get Mario back, what you will need to do, Andy, is go on the Bayside's Kraken and do a share screen and things like that. Because, or maybe I don't know. I think that may, but hopefully he gets in there. So Rochelle Stanley, who watches every video I'm on, Rochelle, you big legend, says Blue goes bang, and people saying, yeah, and once again, it's people saying it's the best thing for Australian arm wrestling if Lachlan wins. So for those that are saying it's better for Australian arm wrestling if Lachlan wins, tell me why. Different says because then Blue can make a big fuss about it on Facebook. So got to go with Blue and Table IQ for the win. So so once again, it is 50.
Table IQ.
It is 50-50. Yeah, good on Pete. He's a good guy, Pete, Table IQ. So he's still doing his programs and things like that?
I imagine so.
I hope so. I started doing one of his ones and then all the gyms shut down and things like that. I like Pete. He's a cool guy. If Table IQ is around, go check him out on all the social medias. He's a good guy, Pete, and a good arm wrestler as well. So we're getting there. We're hoping in about 6 minutes, guys. If you have just joined us, I'm here with Andy from the Andy and Mario show. Mario will be hopefully coming back. He says he's got a bit of a blackout from where he is at the moment, where he's living. So he's just trying to set up and find anywhere to get back on the stream. If not, we will just mess everything about. But hope they're on a half an hour intermission over there on in Queensland for the matches. So we've got 4 matches left. Marcus Attiri versus Torben. We've got Sam Safuri versus Sam Burnett. Marcus Attiri versus Grant Tolentino. And then, of course, the main event, Lachlan versus Blue. And there was no way this could have happened. I mean, this could have got cancelled. Like, it was just getting out of control. Now, going back to when Ryan Bowen beat Ryan Scott, how would that go for you, Andy, if you were Lachlan? So let me give context to the viewers. We were building up a super match for the number 1 heavyweight in Australia, and it was supposed to be Lachlan Adair versus the Milkman Ryan Scott. Ryan Bowen flew over 12 hours before Lachlan to set up, film, get it all going. And something, we all know what's happening with the world. And Lachlan flew over too late and he had to turn around and fly back home. So Ryan took the match up and he ends up beating Ryan Scott. The match that Lachlan really, really wanted. So when it comes to your confidence, your training, what you do next, what would you feel like, Andy, if you were in Lachlan's position? Missed out on the match, your mate gets there first, beats him. How would you feel?
Oh, you could just see how frustrated he was. Such a weird time where, had he just gotten to WA a few hours beforehand, the rules wouldn't have applied to him and he wouldn't have had to turn around and fly straight back. He's put obviously a lot of prep, a lot of time and effort into peaking, for this event. And then your best mate swoops in and takes it away from you. So, it would have just been a complex amount of feelings and emotion running through you. Mainly bad. But look, I know Lachlan, and he just had to take it for what it was and move forward. So I think maybe he would take some of his anger out today.
Oh, it'll be interesting. He's a very strong and angry man. It's going to be an absolute ripper. It's going to be a good match. And if you don't know, guys, so it's a 6-round super match. But if they do finish on 3 3, they have to win by 2. So this match could go a very, very long time because they decided to have a 2-match win, not the next round, not the next one wins is the winner, because you have to win on the bad side.
Yeah.
So if that happens to be buckle side every time is the ones winning, well, if you want to win this match up, you've got to win on the non-buckle side or something like that. So I do rate that. I've always been a fan on seeing a winner. Are you a fan of draws, Andy, in arm wrestling?
In draws?
Yeah.
Just how they produce.
Oh, no,
matches,
sorry.
or...
Like in super matches.
Sorry.
So you have a super match
No,
and
I
it
hate
ends
them.
up 3-3.
I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate them. I want some closure. I want to see a winner.
Yeah.
So when you start calling it at a draw, it's like, well, hang on. Why not impose a system where you can reach a winner? And even if it means it's the battle, longevity, endurance, well, that also means that whoever wins that battle is better because they have better endurance. So, yeah, if you have an opportunity to see a winner when there's a draw, do it, especially when people are hyping these matches up and waiting so long for them. You don't want to be disappointed with, it was a draw. I guess I'll have to do it again in 12 months. Like, no. We want someone walking away with their tail between their legs, and that's what we're going to get today, mate.
Oh, it's gonna be unreal. We're just gagging for it, absolutely gagging for it. We'll keep our eye on all the streams at the moment because the half an hour intermission will finish any time soon. So,
yep.
I'm just going to. So it looks like a bit of practice pulling on Blue's channel still going on at the moment. Got Abe. I think it's Abe on the screen there. So I'm not sure if Bayside Krakens. If anyone wants to let me know if Bayside Krakens has come on.
Yeah, I haven't seen the live stream on Bayside yet.
Okay.
They've only just got their preliminary one out. So we'll have to wait. But like you said, any minute now, I think we'll get that notification.
Yeah, so that'll be good. It's all happening there. Just, double checking. Yeah, some messages and things like that. Beautiful. Clerks 93. Did you miss anything? Not yet. If you've been with us since the start. No, the main draw hasn't started yet with the 4 matches left to go that we're super excited about and up and about. I think we may not get Mario back. So it's just going to be interesting there. So I might just see if I go, let's go this one. I'm going to try something here at the moment. No, we don't want that. We want this one. Okay. And then just having a bit of a play around on my computer. No, that doesn't seem to be working. But that is okay. I'll delete that and get back to it. Beautiful. Okay. Now, everyone is still waiting, which is good. Just having a look at the screen. Don't worry about my screen, guys. It'll come back. And Andy's just doing some pronation, trying to bulk up and get ready. So, if here in Victoria, things are slowly drip feeding out. Who do you want in Victoria? Who do you want to pull next? Who would be something? Do you want to go straight to the top? Do you want to have a match with Brett? Is there anyone in between that is around? Is there anyone you're wanting to have a crack at?
It's really just Brett above me, so just Brett, yeah.
I want to see it. I think it'll be a great match. I love watching Brett Coots pull. I think he's fantastic, so definitely I would be keen to see you guys pull. Dylan Julie at Twitter, when we go to see the Aussie arm wrestler have a super match? Mate, you should see our last 2 months. We haven't been able to do anything, so let alone have a super match. It's been garbage living here. So don't worry about that. Aussie Arm Wrestler will have a match here and there. Hopefully soon we'll all be able to get together, and I don't care if I run a super match event out in my garage. I've got a table. We need to see some ready bangs and more from the Australian arm wrestling scene because we have some absolute crackers. And speaking of crackers, Andy, who is someone that the world needs to know about? Do you have a friend? Do you have, someone that's turned up to training once in a while, and it's like, damn, like he'll be good in 2 years, he'll be good in 10 years. Like, is there someone out there that just gets it done?
2 people. Firstly, Henry Mullet. He is going to be a beast once he has experience behind him. I think he's got the same size hand as Vitali, but fatter. He's a big boy, roughly 6'5", 150 kilos. Ridiculously strong newcomer that really doesn't have too much experience behind him. As I said, give him 2 years of proper training. Now that we've really we're starting to open back up, and I think you can see him, playing with some of the super heavies in Australia and arguably getting into that top 5.
I'm definitely keen for Henry Mullet for sure. He's a rock star.
Second, my training partner, Robbie Capone. His left hand at 80 kilos will beat most of the heavyweights in Australia.
Yeah, his left hand is something else. That is for sure. Always like it when Robbie takes on a super match and he's ready to rock and roll. Bit of an introvert kind of guy, but he's definitely an extrovert when it comes to the table. He knows what he's doing. How much is Robbie weighing at the moment?
About 82 kilos.
Yeah, it's not
Which
much.
Is, what's that, like 180 pounds?
Yeah, 170, 176, 180 pounds. Around there,
Yeah.
so it'd be really, really good matchup. Just having a quick look at Blue's stream, it just still looks like a bit of a play around at the moment, which is good. Presidential Phil messaged me, but I can't reply to him. So it's good to see. Oh, Fox 8 Ball has jumped in the chat. Ginger 4-eyed, Goon, Sooty, but he went behind my back. Pretty pissed at him, to be honest. Not sure what you're on about there, Fox 8 Ball, but we you've got to get to know Fox 8 Ball, one of the many famous people on YouTube. He's hilarious. He's a good guy. Have you heard of him?
I haven't, no.
He jumps on everyone's stream. He was messaging me. He's from the UK. He was just trying to get into Arm Wars day 1. Couldn't happen. He was just hanging around the front all day, and then Uncle John looked after him day 2, and he got in, got his photos and things like that. Just loves arm wrestling. Seems like a good dude. And he's on every channel, every stream. Yeah, he's woken himself up to join the second half of this stream. So it'll be interesting. As Bayside haven't gone live yet. So, guys, we're just waiting for the main event cards to start. So, we were using Bayside Kraken stream. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I might just try something else while I'm here. Have a bit of a play around because this is all new to us. Maybe I'll have a bit of a look. If I go, let that load and confuse it all. I'm just going to go to Bayside's Facebook page. Oh, I've lost Andy, as in on the screen. It's all right, guys. Just because I've no prelim matches. They're not live again.
No. But everyone's just vacated the practice pulling table. So I think we're just about ready to go.
Okay, so what I might need you to do, Andy, is somehow get on to Bayside and screen share like Andy did. Because I'm screen sharing us. So I need you to screen share the event.
Well, if I screen share, because they're still not live, would it work if I screen share just Blue's stream?
Let's try it. It might work because it's through.
See what.
And then we'll see how we go from there. There's only one way to find out. We've just got to try it so we don't miss the main event. That is sure. So it's just interesting. We've lost Mario from Mario and the second half of the Andy and Mario show. Oh, Mario.
I'm gonna have.
You're back,
Can you hear me?
Mario.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
How can you tell Andy how to screen share if you can't?
I'll just
give
have
me
to
2
quit
seconds.
Messenger because I need to change my preferences in settings. So I'll have to quit Messenger and then rejoin the call.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Give us a sec. Oh, hang on. No, it's letting me now. Never mind.
All right.
So is the Bayside's Kraken stream up now, or is it? It's not happening just yet.
I
Oh,
haven't
no.
seen. I've got a
It looks like
choppy
we've got something.
blue, like.
Okay, that's really choppy there. Let me just see what I can do. Give me 2 seconds, man.
That's all right. Just go back to you, Andy, because the YouTube is very choppy. So just go back to you, Andy, and we'll see what Mario can pull off.
Okay, let's start. 1 second. Boom. Here, watch together. Come on, man. Surely.
Cheers, Adam. Sorry, everyone. We just we're all new to all this. Cheers, Adam, for the $2 super chat. We're just trying because they're about to get ready for the next lot of matches, and because if I leave the Facebook call, then I won't be able to. I lose.
That's all right. Let it handle it. It should be fine. I reckon I can get it happening. I'm doing it off my phone this time, so it's a bit more fucking difficult.
But that's all right.
It's on the base.
All right, actually, I reckon I might be able to check if. But I'm just gonna you see if Bayside's Krakens have. Oh no, I don't want that.
Super main card. All right, that's what we're looking for.
Alrighty. Get you guys back on the call.
Yeah, I got.
They've just gone live.
Alrighty. So I'll wait till it all pops up and then I'll fix it on my end.
I've got it on my end. So what about you guys?
What's that?
I've got it on my end. What about you guys?
Yep, I'm just going to then just have a bit of a play around. Alrighty, we look to be back in action as Presidential Phil just goes bang. Mario, our technician.
You're welcome.
Mate, saving the day. Everyone give Mario a big thumbs up and a big like
Just
on
subscribe
this
to
one.
the NBA Mario show.
That's it.
Yes. If I've got any moderators there, make sure people subscribe to the Andy and Mario show. We know we got one, so I might do that. So now, what have we got here? Because this doesn't look like any of them. This doesn't look like Marcus or Torben.
No, this is Mark and Torben. So Ethan's just setting up the table by the looks of things.
Beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty, Andy and Mario, take over for a moment. I'll be back.
Alrighty, so what's that?
That was a piss break. It's all right.
Yeah, no. Everyone, get on the beers. Now's the time to get sloshed. So, final thoughts before this match. Torben, Marcus, who do you think is going to win?
It's left-handed, yeah?
Left-handed, yeah.
I think Torben might win. Just because Marcus, left-handed, has a few issues with his hand and wrist, from what he's told me. So, I think Torben will end up in the supinated deep hook and he might not be able to finish. However, if those issues have been overcome by Marcus, he'll flash him every time. That's how I see it happen.
I imagine it'll look similar to how it did last time, with some margin of room for.
Alrighty, what match have we got first? I'm pumped now, and I've just had a piss, so I'm full of energy now. I've been on that for quite a while, probably about an hour and a half, if truth be told. So,
Jake, have we hit 100 likes yet?
You're supposed to put Tornado 2 beers or something.
I don't know. Let me know in the chat.
Still for the lols, mate.
How many likes have we got in the chat? Make sure everyone is hanging around. Good to see everyone is sticking back. We're here. Yes, we are not using Blue's stream. We're using the Bayside Krakens Arm Wrestling Club Facebook stream at the moment. We tried the earlier stream. We're having some good numbers and everything. And then all of a sudden, YouTube decided to poop de la pants. So it's going from there. Adam Adams says, chug a beer, Jake. I will when we get to 100 likes. 100 likes.
100 likes.
We're on 53.
Get on it.
Thanks to
53,
Nate.
come on. Surely we can get there before Lockie versus Blue. Surely.
Absolutely. 59. Now it is climbing. Beautiful. And while
Yes.
you're there, make sure you subscribe to the Andy and Mario show. Make sure you subscribe to the Aussie Arm Wrestler show because I'll be back in about 20 hours. I'll be calling the John Brasink super match. There's some good stuff going on there. John Brasink versus Paul Lynn, gentlemen. Give me your tips.
Paul looking mysteriously strong.
Yeah, I'm going
I want to back John because he's so hard to bet against. Something tells me Paul's going to win. I can't rationalize it though. Just have a gut feeling that Paul's going to win. So John looking good, looking primed, but we have not seen Paul for a little while now. I think he's been training non-stop.
He's a beast.
For the last 2 years, just hasn't had the matches. I believe the last time I saw him compete was when he beat Dan Mosier at the Arnold Classic. So I really think he could come out and shock the world.
Oh, it's going to be unreal. Here we go. So according to my screen, Torben is on your left-hand side. Torben Pelican. He's a massive unit and an absolute quality arm wrestler, and he's taking on the big, massive giant that is Marcus Atiri. And this is the first time I've seen Marcus have a super match in shoes. He usually wears them in thongs or flip-flops for you international people.
Alrighty, guys, place your bets. Round 1, Torben's yelling out, "Yeah, big boy!"
Yeah, big boy, get it, big boy. Loves it. It's going to be there. I love this matchup. It's going to be good. These two had an absolute banger at the Queensland State titles late last year. The three of us were front row for that one and absolutely enjoyed it. So it's all happening here. Good to see everyone in the chat. Newcastle University Arm Wrestling Club, a new arm wrestling club here in Australia. Good to see
Yeah, big
them
shout
in
out
the
to them.
chat.
They're doing good things for the sport in New South Wales and, across Australia. So big shout out to Jacob, who's
Yeah.
heading it all.
Oh, mate, they're doing some fantastic things there. I'm excited and I absolutely love them.
Here we go. Round one.
Oh, Marcus says
Round one.
no. Then they haven't gone to the
Sideways.
strap, which is fantastic. Now they've slipped. Marcus is the one. Oh, gives him the old slap on the shoulder there. How do you see this one going, Mario?
Once that strap's going on, I think Marcus is just going to drive sideways. I don't think he's going to lose his wrist from what I just saw.
From what I just saw, Marcus looks very strong compared to last time.
He looks good.
It'll be interesting to see. They've gone into the straps. Marcus is looking quite confident and he sits there and goes, I'm going to have a crack at this one. And Torben's hair is just getting longer and longer. Maybe it's cutting the circulation off to his brain. Mate, you've got to chop that mane off because you've got to get in there. You're in the match with life.
Compared to the match we had, he's looking way more comfortable on stage. No pressure.
There we go.
He looks relaxed. I think it's playing to his favour.
Get him sorted, Tom Glaciate, you big. And there's the hit. Marcus is feeling it. And he's going to drop all of those 180 kilos. Torben with hand control. He has separated Marcus. Torben is going to win this round. Bang!
And he's got it.
Absolutely gets him once that separation happened. Separation, hand control, knew what to do there. 1-0 to Torben. My tip looked good in that one. Was really keen on that. Torben looking a bit thicker than usual. Boys, what do you think of that?
Look, walking into that after seeing the slip, Marcus did look extremely dominant. As soon as the strap was applied, Torben stuck in. He obtained hand control, he stayed tight, he didn't let his arm move outside of his shoulder, and he was waiting. You could see he was waiting for Marcus to make mistakes, to open up. And as Marcus went into the defensive, you could see him going into a bit of a king's move, and you could see his rotation slowly fail. So I'm impressed with Torben so far. He isn't making the same mistakes. Last year, it did seem like he was trying to rush to the pin and got flustered and made mistakes. He's being a bit more cautious this time, I think. So, yeah, let's see what happens.
Solid effort. Super impressive. What does Mario, what does Marcus' hand feel like, and where should Torben be attacking? You had a great super match and killed him. So where should Torben be attacking?
So if it was me, on the left arm, I'd be posting straight into his fingers, cupping and crashing down as hard as I can.
And they coming outside, they're slipped. Yeah. Torben tries to take it outside of the straps with those big sausage fingers from Marcus, a big unit. Nice guy. Yeah. And that was able to go into a strip. So keep going on from there, Mario.
So if in the straps now, if I was Marcus, deeper grip, make sure the tabletop, I'm talking fingers here, are set, and be patient. Don't drive. I wouldn't drive and lose my wrist if I was Marcus. I'd probably wait until Torben's out of his body, just a little bit, out of his shoulder line, just a little bit, and then drive.
Oh, it looks like a foul because they're going again outside of the straps. It's getting into a bit of a thumb war. They've just both given up there. Now we are going into the straps. To the person out there in the world, and there is going to be one of you, if you can work out how to save time on putting on a strap, you will be a mega millionaire. That is for sure. Guys, in the chat, let me know, is Torben going to run away with this one and get the win on the left arm, or is our big Mac Daddy Marcus going to come back and win in this matchup? Let me know in the chat. Also, everyone else, while you're letting me know, we're getting ready for round 2 of this one. We're into our main card. So there's 2 more matches after this, and then our main event. Keen. Cannot wait. As we get into a Torben getting ready to get the job done. Round 2, bang! And now Marcus just dropping everything. It's that separation. If Torben can hold on here, gets that hand control, there it is. There is no holding on. I think this will be 3-0 as well. You've got a time limit, Marcus. You need to stand up, fix that arm. Just be patient, Torben. Oh, was that a pin? No, it wasn't a pin. Just keep that finger pressure down. That's a straight arm. Do not snap it. Good call, Tom. Very good call. It's called an elbow foul. That is a pin. 2-0 to Marcus. I think the difference there being for me is he's just playing a chess game with him. Torben's able to build up some strength and get that strength back. But what is happening now is he's able to manipulate, and he knows Marcus doesn't really know how to drag on his side of the table. That was a really interesting round.
What advice would you give him, Mandy? Marcus, what would you
to Marcus right now?
Yeah.
He needs to establish more cup because his fingers are failing him. And then through wrist cup, he can work his pronation better because you're seeing him trying to access his king's move with a straight wrist, which I do believe Marcus with more cup would be able to access his rotation an inch, 2 inches from that pin line, and I think it'd make all the difference here. So Marcus needs to realise he's not going to be able to get the pin straight away. He's going to need to get some sort of hand control before he advances. Can he do this? I don't think he's technical enough at this stage. I think he's still going to be relying on his brute force for now.
Spot on. For me, I think Marcus just needs to learn to stay together. He's too quick to celebrate. You've got to learn. If your body goes without your arm, get back to the table because it's just not happening. It's just not working. It's not going the right way. Let's see if Marcus can bounce back on this one. Or does the infamous 3-0 streak continue?
He might get him out of straps this time. Maybe.
Yeah, Marcus could pin by holding on in straps.
Out of straps this time. Way stronger out of straps.
Yeah,
so great grip by the looks of things.
Looks out of sorts there, Marcus. Just doesn't look comfortable. Yeah, they'll slip here because he's gone underhand again. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, Torben's climbing and getting hand control. The slip is happening there.
I'm about 10 seconds ahead of you guys, even though I'm on the same live stream.
So I'm watching just our video call. That's what I'm watching.
Yeah. Okay. There must just be a bit of lag. Yeah.
I don't know if you can pause yours or something. So, yeah. But that's all right. It's just a learning curve because this has been the first time we've tried this. And you know what? I think it's been relatively successful. So I'm pretty keen on that. People are saying they're 25 seconds ahead. Look, if you're watching our channel and our channel alone, we should all be on the same time. If you're watching another stream and listening to us, you're probably ahead. And if you are ahead, press pause and let us catch up.
Yes.
Alrighty. Round 3, we're in the straps here. Like the way Torben is set up, his body language is making him look bigger than the much bigger Marcus in this one. Round 3, bang, and it's hit. It's going to be all over. Good night there for Marcus. You've straight armed it without even chugging a beer. That is the pin. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. Boys, what did you think of Torben's performance? He just went ready, bang! And I'm a little bit scared.
He did
Grant Tolentino.
all the right things there. He did all the right things. He waited for Marcus to make the mistakes, which he did, and he capitalised on it. He stayed tight. He didn't let his arm go out. He was able to slip every time out of straps. I don't really think he made any mistakes. Even at times when it looked like Torben could lose his wrist in straps and then not be able to get the pin. There was once, I believe it was round 2, when Torben couldn't quite finish and he thought about going into a bit of a press, but then realised he would have had to flop. And I think he realised Marcus would have just taken everything back had he given his wrist up. So I'm glad that he took a step back and still tried to stay outside, which he did everything perfectly. So good on him. Well done to Torben.
Super, super impressive performance. And this man on screen now is a legend of the Australian arm wrestling scene, Sam Safuri. You know how old he is because he still uses that old English writing where we all at one stage in our life thought that was the coolest type of writing ever, and then we decided to hit puberty. So Sam, you need to update your shirt, you big ledge. What is happening here? We've got a right hand. Mario, what is going to happen round 1?
Sam just going to control it, take his wrist, take his time going to the pad. Just like we saw with the...
He looks like
that's what I'm
nice
thinking.
slab of salami at the moment. He looks thick and looks like he's going to dominate. I think you are right there, Mario. If you're Sam Safuri, Mario, where are you attacking?
I'd flop wrist press. I know Sam's got a decent one too. But, I don't know. Against Sam, it's very difficult.
A flop?
Yeah, and Burnett does have age on his side. He's young. He's healthy. Sam Safari, I imagine, is into his 40s. Mid-40s, perhaps. So to make a comeback after a few years of inactivity, it's no easy feat. So let's hope he can do something here.
And Sam's got a lot of high-level matches under his belt recently, and I think that does play a huge part into his form today.
Yeah, for sure. I do think Sam Safari's best chance is going to be out of straps. Staying out and not letting the other person slip.
There we've got a battle. Oh, slip out there. They've called a pin. They called a pin. Wow, interesting. You did call the flop press, Mario. Love it. And he's slowly having control. Hang on. Leo Marcus has said something else. I think he reckons he's going to have a chat with Tom. Thank you, Leo Marcus and the Bayside Kraken's Arm Wrestling. Thank you to Powerhouse Gold Coast Arm Wrestling Club. Guys, do whatever you can to support anything Australian arm wrestling.
They're calling the foul.
They're calling the foul on this one, so it'll be interesting to see.
Oh, no, on Sambo. Yep.
Interesting to see how it's going there. Once again, looking at our stream, and it's just looking a bit choppy. We've got a smooth one, but for some reason, it is getting choppy on the live stream. Guys, what's going on? Is it a bit choppy? on your end. It looks like it when I'm looking at the live stream on my phone. I'm not sure why. This is the second time. It's like when we hit over an hour or something, YouTube decides to shit itself. So now we're into round 2. We'll call this matchup. Sam Burnett in full control. Sam Safuri's got nowhere to go. Now Sam Burnett is going to flex, pin, and once again, I think we're going to have another 3-0 winner.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Unless Sam can get the straps, maybe it might be a different story. Maybe.
please check video resolution. I'm not sure why we've done nothing and yet it's all changing. What is going on?
It must just be a durational thing.
Yeah, but I'm not stopping right before the bloody the
Yeah.
main event. We've been going for an hour and 25 minutes. YouTube are just sitting there going, check video resolution. How do you check video? Like, our video seems fine. Oh, it looks to have fixed up a little bit. I'm looking on the live stream. Okay. Fingers crossed.
Awesome. Hopefully, just let it hold out. Alrighty, round 3, guys.
There's only 2 more matches, right? After this.
Yep. It's just Grant versus Marcus and then the main event.
Yeah,
that's
so
it.
I'm not sure.
Sam too strong.
Yeah, Sam's going to take this one. Yeah, as I try and have a look.
Yeah, nice.
Hopefully we get a better stream coming up. I'm not sure how to check video resolution, but I'm not sure it's going on with the live stream. Okay, looks to have fixed up a little bit. Sam gets that one 3-0. Something, it's good to see Sam Burnett go. Let's see if this can hold up for 2 more matches. That's what we want. 2 more matches, guys. Sam Burnett taking on Sam Safuri. Oh, they're going again.
The very first one was a foul.
They just keep calling fair. So that's
It looks to be a hook start as well.
Oh, okay. So they're just, all right, well, I've flashed it easy. Let's see how we go from there. Okay, looks like we're not getting as choppy now. Tell everyone to come back, which is good. 2 matches in a row, and it's getting worse each match. Yeah, this looks like another whitewash, so it'll be interesting to see. Oh, no, I'm not down in a bottle of Jack. So are they doing a 6-round super match, or are they just...
Much better from Sam this time.
Yeah, it looks to be carving in, that's for sure. Nah, Sam Burnett too strong. He's just got to let Sam Safuri hold on. He's almost got him to the pad. He'll curl in. Look how big Sam Burnett's bicep is. That is just getting redonkulous at the moment. Sam Safuri just going to get exhausted. You need to wrap your beard around his head. Sam Burnett, pin it so we can get to the main event. Let's go. So they're in it's a pretty good fun hook battle.
We've got ourselves a match. There we go.
Yeah, finish it off.
Much better from Safuri.
He's try, man. He's a legend. He used to dominate, and there it's all finished. So we'll give it a go. We'll call it. Good on Sam. Respectful in that one against the legend. There was no smiling at the crowd. There was no giving the nod, which I don't mind. If you can do that, you can do that. I absolutely love it. Good to see. There was a bit of a battle. Guys, semi-main event. Can Marcus Atiri bounce back on this one? Let me know in the chat. It is a right-hair super match. Marcus Atiri versus Grant Tolentino. I'm just going for Grant because I know how dominant he can be. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. We are rocking and rolling, hanging and banging, slinging and slanging. Guys, what's going to happen this next match?
I'm going to be supporting Grant in this one, just to be a bit biased. I've got to back my boy. But it will be an extremely hard feat for Grant. So, yeah. Weight is just so different. You've got 80 to 85 kilos versus 150.
And how much do you weigh, Mario?
110.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, I just weighed myself yesterday.
Geez, you're a lean 110 kilos. Yeah, so,
Yeah,
no wonder you
this is
manhandled
really weird.
Marcus. I thought there was a massive difference from there.
With Marcus, I was 105 or 106 at that day. I mean, it's not much difference, but definitely something.
Yeah, so now if
10
Grant's sitting there at a shredded 80 to 85 kilos, like Andy's been saying, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, he
He's looking big, though. He's looking big. Wait till he comes out.
He could be like those dodgy butchers when they inject water into their meat so it makes it way heavier and you get a better price for it. So let's see how Grant turns up. Had a good chat, spent a lot of time with Grant. Oh, camo pants. Here we go. He's got a beard. Oh, this clean cut super freak. Grant wins this one. I'm calling it. Grant wins.
You think he's going to be too fast?
Mate, look at him. He's just come straight from army base. He has eaten an enemy soldier raw to train for this one. Oh, and he's got the Timberlands, the 4'8" Timberland shoes on to make him stand 6'9". Let's see how it goes. What do you boys reckon?
Anything can happen, but I would say Marcus is the favourite.
Yeah, Marcus is definitely the favourite, especially on the right arm. Grant's got to really pull something out of his ass.
Oh, I remember my first instance with Grant. It was funny. It was Arnold's 2019. But I'll tell that in between the next round. We're getting in there as they are fighting for position. Be interesting to see where this match goes. Might go to Strass, but good to see Grant on the table and Grant looking huge. And he's going to slip out. Marcus looked a lot of power there. They both separated. So Grant, I was sitting there. It was 2019 Arnold's. I was doing a little bit of filming. I was just so excited, new to the sport, newish to the sport. And some dude kept pushing everyone out the way. He was wearing the tightest of shit shirts, chest popping out, taking photos everywhere. And I was like, old school me was like, if this guy keeps bumping me, I'm going to fucking uppercut him. Not a problem. Then it was like the 80 kilo division and Grant jumped on the table and beat everyone. And he was the guy taking the photos and I was ready to belt. We had a good laugh about it. I was telling him this story last year. And I was like, oh, you're taking photos for the event. You're an actual arm wrestler. I thought you were just a douche. And turns out he's a ripper. Grant's a ripper guy.
Yeah, he's good value. Definitely.
So we're in round one of our semi-main event.
We're almost ready to go.
Excited in the chat. We're up at a bet. We'll see how round one goes. The long main from Mega Marcus Atiri taking on Grant Tolentino. We'll see how this one goes. Bang! And the hit's there. And it just looks like Marcus on the right hand is too much. Grant getting the first hit and Marcus just barreling through him on that one. Is that changing your mind or anything, guys? Or is the 3-0 curse coming?
Yeah, Grant has to really adjust his style. He's not going to... Hitting sideways is definitely not the answer, especially for a bigger and taller opponent, and stronger too, to boot. He's got to post into Marcus's fingers and allow Marcus to hit and lose his own wrist. That would be my game plan. And as well, on top of that, Grant's got a little hand, which does not fucking help in this instance.
It does not help with sausage fingers McGragus there, Marcus. Andy, where does Grant need to go this round?
He either needs to go deep into a hook or try to get purchase outside of a hand. And I know Grant is predominantly a hooker, but has been working on his top roll. It's just any purchase that he can get, if he sees an avenue, he'll take it. It's just not known what he can do based on Marcus's. Marcus just looking very strong on that right, as always.
It would be interesting to see.
It looks like Grant's going to top roll here, though. I think Grant will top roll this time.
Yeah, he looks like he's got huge advantage at the start there if Tom doesn't fix it up. His hand looks like it's just about cupped. And there it is, and he's just taking control. Look to come into a press. It could be the curse of the 3-0. Once again, Powerhouse Gold Coast Arm Wrestling Club, Bayside Krakens Arm Wrestling Club. Can you guys please go and like the Facebook groups. They're doing awesome. And then, if you've got a bit of time in between matches, you need to head over to the Andy and Mario show. These two fine gentlemen that have spent the day with the Aussie arm wrestler, calling the action, having a bit of a laugh. Two legends of Australia, top 10 overall, both of them. So go give their channel a bit of a sub. It's just two guys talking arm wrestling, having a bit of a laugh. Two besties, bromances, and the Aussie arm wrestler loves a bromance. Don't you worry about that. And now we are into round 2. You've heard it from both of them where they feel Grant needs to go, but I just think the cup is just going to be too big, and he's turning his cup into a soup bowl, and he's going to swallow Grant's hand up. So it'll be interesting. I do like this matchup, but it's just not going the way I want it. Everyone in the comments, let me know. Can Grant bounce back? Or is Marcus going to take round 2? Tommy Iglesias, get him ready. He's going to post on the outside, like you said, boys. I can just see Grant set up there. He's going to post and come back out. So bang, and he's just, oh man, that is heavy, heavy stuff. He had nothing to come even close on that one. It's been a while since Grant's pulled.
But there was an adjustment from Grant there. He's definitely slowed down.
Yeah.
He might
I
have
would love.
I think you're right.
I think I'd love to see a hook match just because I really think there's a lot of untapped power Grant has, and Marcus is just bypassing it by going straight through his hand. So if he can meet him in the middle and hook him, I really think Grant has a chance at slowing this down. So it might even be a case of Marcus agrees to go inside, Grant gets a stop, potentially a pin, and then from there Marcus will be like, okay, I'll know not to go there next time, and then get the third win. I can't see Grant winning today. I just think he's exhausted options.
Yeah, I think
and
I'm
I
with you
think
on that one.
he's taking someone who's way too big.
Yeah.
And if it was 2019 Grant where he was pinning Danny Tesh, then yeah, I'd be saying Grant for favourite. But he's not in that peak form again. He's just got back in arm wrestling recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we are in the round 3. They're starting straight into the straps because they want the main. The main event is next, boys. After this round, the main event is next. Everyone in the chat, get excited and tell everyone you need to come to this channel and watch it. We are keen for it. I think the whole arm wrestling world is keen for it. It's going to be an absolute killer matchup. Good to see so many people these days watching the sport of arm wrestling, and especially live streams like this. And the Aussie Arm Wrestler appreciates each and every one of you. It's good to see, and let's hope we can get Danny Tesh back on the table. But Marcus looking to finish this up. Unfortunately, the theme of the day is 3-0, so it'll be interesting to see if the main event finishes 6-0. 6-round super match. The only difference between all the matches, we had 3-0 all day, we had best of 5s, and I think 1 or 2 best of 3s for the rookies. And now we are on to our second last match. Ready, bang! Marcus having a bit of a play around with Grant. Grant just having one crack and trying to pop every vein and every tendon in this one. He got Marcus off the table. We might have a restart.
No, it should be running, right?
No, I think they're going to keep playing. So I think Marcus has to win for a restart. But he's just going to make sure that every intestine, is being popped. That's it. It's it just looks a bit like rice bubbles there. Snap, crackle, and pop. Don't go again. Call it a day, Grant. Shake his hand. That's the way it's going to happen. Good on Marcus. Boys, we are here. We are here.
Destination arrived.
Main event time. This is exciting. Let me get everything out of the way. Powerhouse Gold Coast Arm Wrestling Club. Give them a like on Facebook. We are using the Bayside Crackers Arm Wrestling Club on Facebook. We are using their stream. We were using Ryan Bowen's stream, but something just shit itself on my YouTube. It had nothing to do with his one. I've got Andy and Mario from the Andy and Mario Show. 2 of the top 10 in the supers in the overall here in Australia. 2 of my mates and just 2 genuine people. But this is the moment. The internet world get to see their favourite / villain, Ryan Blue Bowen, have a super match. And some arm wrestling purists like us three know what the Anvil, Lachlan, Adair can bring to an arm wrestling table is going to happen in any moment. You can see their Abe, the president of the Powerhouse Gold Coast Club, just getting ready to get this match going. Probably saying, everyone, get your phones loaded up, hit it on record, and subscribe to the Aussie Arm Wrestler as well as Andy and Mario. $2.21 from Adam. I found some more coinage in the couch. Bang. Good man. Everyone in the chat, got a few people saying Lachlan 6-0. Let me know. Get your tissues out. Blue's going to lose, lads. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Everyone in the chat, what do you think of this main event? What do you think it's going to happen? Andy and Mario, has your position changed in the last couple of hours? How is round one going to go, Mario?
It can't change. Because Muzz and I have a slab of Jim Beam on the line.
We've got some side bet action.
Because we're going to be sharing it.
Look, I still think, what's it called? Blue has a way of beating Lachlan, and I think he might be able to exploit it. But
it's going to be good. What a shirt from Ryan Bowen. What a shirt. Guys, hit me up on Instagram if you want a shirt there. Ryan Bowen just looking good. It's going to be amazing. And Lachlan looking, man, he just looks big. Look at him. He looks big.
40-inch arms.
But it'll be good to see.
Lachlan is looking very
to buy
big.
these guys a few beers on. Good on you, Fox 8 Ball. He's got his Aussie Arm Wrestler shirt on to show support. Good man. Love it. It's good to see people from all over the world jumping in on this. We are in our main event. Round one in this one. Lachlan Adair on your left. Ryan Bowen on your right. It is power versus precision in this matchup. Lachlan Adair, clearly the stronger guy, but Ryan Bowen thinks he's got what it takes, and he thinks he can turn millimeters into magic against the Anvil. Boys, if you are not excited about this one, if your balls are not tingling, I am not sure what is going on. It is a 6-round super match, and there must be a winner. They're looking like, I don't think they'll be able to have an agreed grip. Geez, Blue looks good in that shirt. Just saying quietly. They're going to see if they can get the thumb wrestle out the way. Get the thumbs going. Boy, oh boy, am I excited to see this matchup. One of the most hype matchups of the year. It's good. It looks like they're going to a ref's grip. Will it go to straps round one, boys?
I think it will, yes.
Who gets the advantage if it goes to straps?
Lockie.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I mean, Ryan's going to try to finish it at straps, but I don't think Lachlan's arm's going down round one. I just don't see it. His biceps probably not even work.
And, Ryan's pretty known to lose the first round. A lot of super matches I've seen, Ryan doesn't mind losing the first round.
We're getting close.
Oh, this is exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Only one thing can happen right now. Close those fingers. Get excited. Ready, bang!
Here we go.
Wow. Ryan looking for the strap, and Lachlan doesn't even let go of the thumb. That was the game plan all along. Lachlan, super impressive on this one. Super impressive. Wow.
So it looks like Lockie's elbow came off on that, on the back of the pad. Yeah.
But they've still called it
that first
1-0.
round. But anyway.
They haven't called it though, so straight into the next match. They are not even taking their minute.
They want it. Lachlan looking confident. He's got the deaths there going. He thinks he can finish this off. What is it, about a 20-kilo weight difference? Both boys looking big units. Jeez, Lachlan is looking thick. He's looking more like a block of cheese than Swiss cheese. I don't think there's many holes in this game at the moment. Strong as an ox. Ryan might want to look for the straps, but Lachlan, that was speed. That was power. Round 2 in this one. Ryan Bowen down 1-0, and he's just cleaned him again. Easy. Wow. Clamped. Ryan. If I was Ryan, I'd be taking my minute. You know what it's like, the stubbornness, the testosterone, wanting to get right into it. He's just been flashed 2-0. What do you think Ryan should be doing here, boys?
I don't think there's anything he can do right now. I think
his only chance is to now slip and then try to get a leverage in the straps.
Lachlan's going covered, especially because Lachlan's turning up a lot more differently than he does in training, which Ryan is used to.
Yeah.
Both trained tremendously hard for this one, but Lachlan just not letting go of that thumb. So it'll be interesting to see. Ryan just looking a bit uncomfortable. Lachlan has plopped himself.
He's looking frustrated too.
Yeah, Blue is looking very frustrated.
Absolutely. No one, like some people might have picked 6-0, but I don't think anyone or not many picked 2 flash pins as easy as that has looked. Can Ryan Bowen bounce back? I hope he does, because he's got a fucking awesome shirt on. So we'll see how round 3 goes. You need to do it, son. Let's get a match happening. Tom Glacier trying to get it going. Maybe an elbow foul in round 1, but the way Lachlan was pulling it, for me, it was just a pin. Come on, Blue. Come on, Lockie. Let's see how it goes. Bang, and they're into a hook. Lachlan too strong. Did we get a slip, or did we get a pin?
They're calling that a slip, I believe.
Okay, there we go. That was, very, very close to being 3-0. 3-0, but Lachlan, strong. It'll be interesting to see the reactions after the match. Hopefully these guys can be best buds, but we'll be interested to see. I wonder if any of them got a foul called on that one, but Ryan is back to the wall. Let's see if he can dominate. But you guys think the advantage goes to Lachlan in the straps? Good chat, boys.
Ryan's got the buckle, so I'm going to say yeah. Yep, Ryan's got the buckle again.
So, do you want buckle side or you don't want buckle side?
You don't want
you
buckle
try
side.
to avoid it.
Yeah, I'm a bit against it. So here we go. Lachlan.
We might see that sideways side pressure move that Ryan does really well, where he's palm up, shoulder forward.
Cometh the man,
and that
cometh the
might
moment.
Stop him, but you never know.
Can Ryan Bowen upset the whole internet and bounce back and win it from here? Or is Lachlan just showing everyone why he's called the Anvil? Here we go. We're into a hook. Lachlan too strong. And that is 3-0. 3-0. Ryan just not getting into the position where he wants to be. Lachlan just showing everyone he is ready to be number 1 in Australia. Ryan still not taking the minute. He really wants to get in there. As an arm wrestling fan, thank you, Ryan Bowen. Because we just get into the next round. But I don't know. It is... Man, Lachlan is very, very impressive.
Yeah. So Blue is running out of options here. He's been beaten out of the strap. He's been beaten in the strap. He cannot seem to gain any purchase on Lachlan's hand. So subsequently, everything is turning out to be a hook, and obviously a loss towards Blue. So can he do anything in the hand? It's not known. Doesn't look good.
I would love to see Blue get a pin to make this interesting. Tommy, get him sorted. Ready, bang! And they've slipped properly. Blue feeling confident he had him there. I don't know. That one looked like an ordinary slip.
I reckon he found his lane.
He could have just found something here. He's got the good strap side now.
Yeah.
He was able to get a stop in the center of the table out of Lockie's hand, which he hasn't been able to do yet. So we could see something different here.
Interesting. Let's hope we get a battle. Let's hope we get these two going head-to-head for the number 1 spot in Australia, you get to have a beer after this and say, I am the best overall arm wrestler in Australia. And that is no easy feat and something you should be hanging your hat on and be very proud. The boys, Andy and Murray, I reckon Ryan has found something. His body language has changed, in my opinion, and I reckon he's gotten a bit confident in that one. But Lachlan does not look bothered, which is great. Let's see if we get some action happening. If you've just joined us, where have you been? Lachlan, 3-0 up. Shocking the world. Tom gets them ready, and the hit's there. What's happened there? A false start? No, they just...
False start on... Yep.
Lock
Who was that
those
false start?
thumbs up,
I
you
didn't
big
see.
legend. We need this to happen. It's going to be unbelievable stuff. Ryan reckons he's found something.
That's not a very good move by Ryan.
Yeah, I didn't like where he changed there in the end. So Lachlan wins 4-0. He wins 4-0 in this 6-round super match. So he officially becomes the number 1 arm wrestler in Australia. I think for a bit of pride, they will do the next 2 rounds. Ryan just sitting there, very, very, very impressive from Lachlan Adair, and I need to buy that man a slab of cans or whatever, and he will be chasing. He's there. I was going to buy beers for the winner. I've got no problem doing that because they're putting their bodies on the line for our entertainment, and I love that with all arm wrestlers. Guys, can Ryan get one back?
At this stage, I can't see Blue getting a single pin, though.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But he's not going to let up by the looks of it.
Yeah, interesting to see where this round goes. No, they couldn't get the timing. It'll be interesting. So who does Lachlan take on next? What's next for Blue?
I still think that Blue's going to seek an international match in his own weight class. I think
so. It'll be good. I wonder if Blue then drops his weight down and goes back to a middleweight. It'll be interesting. Round 5, and the hits happen. It just seems to have more control. It's not even, didn't even come close. Bad luck, Blue. I do like the fighting spirit. Asked to start in the straps in the 6th and final round of our main event. And the 3-0 curse has continued into our main event. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 2-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-2, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, and what looks to be 6-0.
Yep, so they've agreed to go into straps. I think Blue wants to try one more thing here with the buckle on Lockie's side. It just doesn't look like he has enough purchase in any direction. Even if he manages to stop Lockie's initial hit, he's really not showing much here. So, okay, looks like they're actually going to go inside and...
Yeah, there it is. Lachlan, strong, and he's just got to bring the outside of the table. Blue trying to hold on, but Lachlan thinks he's in a really good position there. Being the 6th and final round, Blue trying to hold on, dig deep. Looks like we have an elbow foul, but Lachlan is just looking at him and saying, I am number 1 overall. Great match. It's a shame we didn't get big battles. It was a shame it was a 6-0. Good on ya for a bow down from Ryan, acknowledging that Lachlan turned up. Cometh the man, cometh the moment. Lachlan turned up and turned up ready. It was just super, ultra impressive stuff.
Very, very impressive from Lockie's behalf. There was literally no lane that Blue could do anything. And Blue himself said that this version of him was the best that has ever come out. So it just goes to show you what level Lockie is currently at.
He's in a really good level. So where can we get Lockie to pull next?
I think I'd like to see Lockie against a super heavyweight in North America.
I worked all day, tirelessly, all the time. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Let's go!
Thank you very much, my partner. You pushed me. Scared. I'm actually I know what to say. Thank you very much, sir. I want to say before the Lachlan, man, when you didn't get the chance to pull Brian Lewin with Scott all those months ago, we were all gunning for you. I knew more than anyone you were the dude. I've been saying you were the dude, and when you missed out on that match, I felt horrible because I got that in your place. I was never comfortable ever saying you weren't number one. So to everyone out there in the world, trust me, this guy is an absolute badass. This confirms that.
Yeah, there you go. Not some good words. Yeah, that was cool. At least, I didn't mind that. Lachlan, we just need to get him on the international level now. Super ultra present. He was just unbelievable. It was just really interesting to say. What did you boys think of that one?
I couldn't hear much of what was said in that little speech, so I'm going to pass over to Mario.
Yeah, I couldn't honestly couldn't hear much either, but it sounds like he was just thankful for the whole setup, the rep, Bill, Ryan. I think it's good. I think we need to send him out somewhere and just let him dominate in that region. I mean, North America would be probably the next stepping stone.
Yeah.
But in terms of levels, I guess there goes North America then Europe, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd send him straight there. Maybe a match with Marcio at WAL when it does kick back off would be a good match.
Yeah.
I think they pull similarly, and it'd be cracker.
For sure. Yep.
Just got to try and fix our little stream here. Get it
Wait.
all back and forth.
I have to get off just because I've got to go run down to the shops since I've got no supplies here.
No worries,
Yeah.
mate. Guys, go
I'm feeling
and
blackout
subscribe to
mode,
the
boys.
Andy and Mario show. They're big legends. Absolute
Fair
legends.
gents.
Thanks for hanging out with us this whole
Thanks
time.
for having me.
None. Any time, my man. Let me just get my camera back on. Alrighty, I'm back in it and I am here. So we've got no live stream. It'll be interesting to see how... let's put you up there. And I'll just flog this over to there so it looks a bit better. Alrighty. Now, what are they going? I think they're just looking at Blue's channel, it looks a bit behind on his stream. So we won't go and ruin the results for them.
Yep.
So that was a very, very interesting take. Let me just move you across there,
Yeah.
Andy. Let's get a bit more of you on the screen. Everyone in the chat, what did you think of that? As I just get more of Andy's head in there, and I'll move myself over there. Live TV, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for everyone that stuck around. Thank you for everyone that came back to the second stream after the first thing. Now we are rocking and rolling. I'm here with Andy and Andy from Andy and Mario, who's just sat with me the whole day. We've been going now for about 4 hours. And boy, we've had a bit of fun. So everyone in the chat, who should Lachlan pull next? It's going to be unreal. Can he compete with a Corey West, with a Chance Shaw along those levels? I think yes. I think Lachlan, if that Lachlan turns up, I thought he was ultra impressive. I thought he was just look superb. So what happens next for both of those?
Yeah, as I said, both are still going to look for an international match. Lockie's proven himself today, so any doubters won't be doubting. Like Mario said before, North America, I'd love to see Lockie versus Barboza. I think Lockie would beat Corey West. yeah, I think he needs to go somewhere straight to Marcio Barbosa.
It'd be interesting. Yeah, we need to get him. He needs to go and fly and hit, and I still think Blue needs to go and fly and start pinning some people. That turns his 10 or 11 match super match streak, comes to an end. Bad luck to Ryan, just was outgunned today, and he obviously we saw on camera he was the first one to admit that. And look, if you're going to lose and have your super match ended, losing to one of your best mates isn't the worst thing in the world. But geez, what a dominant performance, an absolute dominant performance on that end. It was, yeah, I'm very, very happy with the way it goes. I'd love to see Lachlan hit up overseas. What were your thoughts on the whole event?
I think it was a really good event. Tom, reffing for 4 hours straight, reffing for half a day, a full day is never an easy thing to do. So well done to Tom and everyone involved to help set it up. Overall, I think it was really good. We saw some great matches. Unfortunately, we did see quite a few whitewashes, some mismatches. But in saying that, as a whole, the event went really smoothly. And apart from a few hiccups from us, I mean, yeah, I've really enjoyed it. So what about you?
Oh, mate, I loved it. I thought it was good. It's just always good to see arm wrestling. I love it. You know, some of the results didn't go the way we wanted to do, and we just wanted to see some absolute bangers and, people ripping each other's tendons off in half. But I like what Powerhouse do. This is their third Super Series they've put on. They're a young club, and they're the one producing arm wrestling matches. So there's, we can sit there and pick it apart, and we can say, oh, you should match this with this and this. But they're doing something. And something, especially you and I know, Annie, from fucking where we live in Australia, something is much better than nothing. So we can't wait till you and I can live stream some awesome super matches. And, Aussie Arm Wrestler wants to have some super match series. The whole reason I bought this big giant board was to get super matches going on. Everyone in the comments, what did you think of that matchup? Go over, give your condolences to Blue, your congratulations to Lockie, and then tell them all, come join the after party here on the Aussie Arm Wrestlers channel. No, Andy and I are from Melbourne, Ollie Short. We're from Melbourne, just a bit shy of Melbourne. So be just reading all the trying to catch up on some of the comments there. Yeah, I loved it. I thought the event was good. Of course, we would have loved, a 7-5 win, but this Lachlan Adair that turned up. And I liked it because the reason Lachlan turned up, and he said in his speech, was he shit himself. Like, Ryan was growing, Ryan was getting better, he was living and breathing, saying he's feeling strong and things like that, which then made Lachlan train harder. And man, what a unit. What a unit he just became and showed the arm wrestling world. Anyone in the chat, what do you think should happen next for Lachlan? What should you think happen to Ryan? It would be cool. Some upcoming stuff on my end. I'll be doing a live commentary for the John Brezink Paul Lynn match. I think that starts in about 20 hours. 19, 20 hours, I'll be back on here doing this. So it'll be interesting. Some people saying Lockie versus Mike Aiello. Yeah, some interesting things happen. I still think, Ryan will come on and he'll try and want to take on those big units that are Bojadir and Sasho, because they're in his weight category. So with Ryan's effort here, Andy, should Ryan go down weight? Should he try and get bigger to get that number one rank? Where should where should he go from here?
I really don't think Blue should put on too much more weight. I just don't think his frame will support it. He's not a natural super heavyweight, and trying to overreach will just lead to an array of problems, in my opinion. What I think Blue should do is concentrate on just getting better within the weight class that he's currently in, or the weight range, I should say. I think it's in his best interest to drop a weight class or lower his weight at the international scene from there, once he's cleaned up or once he does do well enough, he can move up to a heavier weight class and say that he's already done it. But there's no point for him trying to make his international debut in a heavyweight class or super heavyweight class when he might not necessarily be able to do much in those classes. And with where I see that he's at, obviously he's arguably number 2. I really don't think it's in his best interest just to try to put on weight to beat Lachlan. I just don't see it being viable.
Yeah, look, if Ryan can get overseas soon, hopefully he can. I mean, there's negotiations he's going to pull a Rackley in December at King of the Table. So if he can get over there and do that, that's good. I mean, he's had his WAL event. That was pretty cool. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see where he goes from, the weight category there. I like the way Lachlan's going. If I was teaming up Australian matches, I just hope Ben Carroll was watching this, and then I hope Ben Carroll goes, you know what? All right, I'll take that match. I think I can beat Lachlan. I would love to see that. And then I would love to see Ryan pull Brett. I think that'll be good. I think, like, if I was doing Australian matchups, I think they're the 2 ways to go. And then, we get a bit of Jordan Davis action in there. Jordan Davis versus Ryan Scott. Of course, I want to see Andy versus Mario, even though you 2 guys are besties. But, just playing a bit of matchmaker in case things are happening. Vegan Power Dude with a $5 super chat. It says, cheers for the commentary, fellas. Super impressive by Lachlan, and nice to see Ryan having kind and humble words after the loss. Yeah, I think what a lot of people can misinterpret, and everyone's situation is different. But Ryan's in my opinion, he's a good dude. He's been nothing but nice to me. Picked me up from the wrong airport because I flew to the wrong thing when I was up there in Queensland and things like that. So I wouldn't have expected anything different from Ryan after losing to Lachlan. But yeah, it'll be go from there. Do we know how much Lachlan was weighing at the start of that match? That looked like the heaviest he had ever been, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Ryan was around 105, I believe, the heaviest he had ever been.
I believe Ryan arguably came in just over 105, and then Lachlan came in at about just under 115. 113 to 115, I'd say.
Let's see if I can do something nice and cheeky here. And I've just thrown out... let's have a look. I don't know if I've done it properly. But I've just tried to ring Ryan. to see if he answers. And if he doesn't, that is fine. But I don't know how to stop it from ringing because... That's right. He can ignore it. He can do whatever. That is... Now, how do I get that off the screen? Oh, there we go. Get Andy's face back up there. I've tried ringing him. He can jump in the call. He doesn't have to. That is fine. Thought he might have just given us an outbreak. Yeah, so that's really good, guys. Alrighty, so moving forward, we've talked about the Australian side of things, and it's fantastic. So now we move on. John Brezink and Paul Lynn. We briefly spoke about it before. You're very impressed with Paul Lynn. And I tell you what, you were very impressed with Lachlan before the match. So maybe your tip comes in with a bit more, a bit more support, a bit more structure coming in. So it's going to be interesting. Are you still riding the Paul Lynn train? Do you think he's going to overpower the greatest arm wrestler of all time?
I think it'll be a good match regardless. It won't be a whitewash, but I do think Paul has the edge. Yeah. And this is the first time I'm not backing John. Usually I'll always back John. Yeah. But John is looking pretty confident.
Yeah, I mean, he says that he's going to snap Devon's hand back. So that's, he reckons he's going to snap Devon's hand back. So if you have that sort of confidence, I mean, he's 57 years old. If you're the greatest arm wrestler of all time, you should think you're beating anyone and everyone, in my opinion. So I am absolutely keen for that one. That is... Yeah, true. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful stuff. I still think John wins. According to State Kings, John has to win 3-0 for anyone that put money on John Brzezinski. Now, there's only one other time so far in the State Kings time frame that we're in. That was Levan versus Dave.
Levan versus Dave.
So there's something in that they think that Paul can't even take one round off John Brzezinski. So that's really interesting. Ozzy, you should bump your mic levels a notch and increase your beer chug. I can just move me mic level closer to me. Because I'm so loud, I have my microphone sitting way back. So hopefully that's a little bit better as the chat is going nuts. Let me know who wins Brzezinski versus Paul Lynn. Are you going to be watching that one, my man?
Oh, of course. Yeah, this is anything with John Brzezinski, you just have to watch. He seems to be on a little mission, climbing the ladders. I think after this, he's got Devon, or wants Devon.
Yeah, he's pulling Devon in December, King of the Table 2. That's been one of the only signed, sealed, delivered matches at King of the Table. The other one being Larry Wheels versus Brandon Allen. So it'll be interesting, two strong lifters go head to head, and to see if Larry Wheels can get his first pin. So going back, State Kings. Let's talk about State Kings. What are your thoughts on it? Are you for it? Are you for that people can chuck a few dollars? You know, obviously gamble responsibly, ladies and gentlemen. But are you for this? Do you like betting in our sport?
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not looking at the comments, but yeah. So I think within reason, it's okay. I'm not really a gambler or betting man myself, so I don't partake in it.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's what I mean, and that's fine. So that's why I think gambling's. I don't mind it. If you're one of those people that betting way more than you can afford, then yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Like, you really need to have a look. That's not arm wrestling's fault. That's your fault. And I just can't see it happening. I know when it first came out, a lot of people were like, oh, matches are going to be fixed and things like that. I just don't see that happening. I can't see it happening. I don't get it. I don't see it, because we just need, I can't see match fixing happening in ours. There's too much testosterone flying around. So yeah, that'll be interesting. What does the future look forward to like for Andy? What does the future hold for you?
Start competing when borders open. It's just been last year of nothing. There was a short period where you could get out last year at the end of the year, but that was quickly shut down. And I mean, you understand. We're all just sick of it. We just want to get out, start training, and even competitions aside, we haven't even been able to train.
Yeah.
So all of our progress is halted. Motivation's at an all-time low. So light at the end of the tunnel now. I just want to get out, start competing. I'd love, there's already a few people I have my eyes on. But yeah, it's just a waiting game now.
Beautiful. And then we've got our man, Mr. D'Amato. You might know that guy. He is a champion. Good old Rhett. He has jumped in and he's gone, Wardy, you're a legend. Hey, Andy, how much you weighing right now, big boy? Who is on your hit list right now? Thank you for the super chat, Mr. D'Amato. Rhett, good guy.
What's going on, Rhett? Yeah, so I'm weighing about 113 kilos. So, I don't know what that is, 250 pounds.
Big boy.
And then my hit list per se, I'd love Jordan Davis, Vitaly Mateo. He's already called me out for a match not too long ago, so I owe him a match. Those are the next two on my list. After that, just see what happens.
So if the borders open up, we play fantasy booking here, and the borders open up, where is the first place you would fly to in Australia? And the borders open up, and he wants a piece of the super match action. Where's the first place you're going?
It's probably going to be Queensland.
Yeah, nice.
Just the most happening there, so naturally it makes sense. I mean, I've got a few trips to Sydney that I've got to do. Obviously, with Mario living there. WA, I'd love to pull some of the WA guys as well. I feel like outside of COVID, I feel like WA has been neglected a bit over the years as far as arm wrestling talent goes. There's a lot of strong dudes there that haven't really been given a shot. So I'd love to see some of these guys like Kyle Howarth, Brock, coming forward and having a shot at this top 10 overall in Australia. So, yeah.
There's so many there, but I think, guys, I think we might pull the pin on the after party. Andy and I have been going now for just over 4 hours. If you guys can, head over to the Andy and Mario show. Give them a subscribe. Watch some of their videos. Two funny dudes. As you see, they don't mind hanging out with the Aussie arm wrestler, having a bit of a laugh. And if you can, head over to the Powerhouse Gold Coast Arm Wrestling Club. Go have a chat with those guys, and also the Bayside Krakens Wrestling Club. Go hang out with them. We need to
Awesome.
we need to go from there. Support those guys, and if you can, like, share, and subscribe. Everything to do with the Aussie Arm Wrestler. I will be back. Very, very soon. I'll be doing a live commentary party. Everyone jump on for the John Brazing Paul Lynn match. I'll be calling all the super matches from there. We've got the 4-way battle going on, and then you've got the women, and then of course you got the YouTubers match, the worst arm wrestler in the world, Ryan Grondon versus Arm TV Gary Roberts. It's all going to be interesting stuff, and you can watch that on Travis Bajan Unfiltered. Guys, thank you so much, everyone in the chat, for hanging around. Your support today has been amazing, especially when we had to cut the first stream and jump onto the second stream. You guys are dead set legends. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much the Aussie Arm Wrestler appreciates everyone from all over the world wanting to hang out and have a laugh and a chat and a beer with me. You've got no idea how much I love it. Andy, any final words to say to all these legends in the chat?
Yeah, just thanks for tuning in, everyone. It's been a really fun day. I know a lot of missed matches today, but overall, we've all had fun. So hopefully see you around next time, hopefully on my channel one day. But yeah, thanks for having me on the show, Jake. I will see you soon. I expect you at my house training. Going to be hosting some more sessions now that we're open, so we shall see you there.
Definitely, yeah. I just need to get some table time, have a bit of a laugh, and get some content going and have a bit of fun. So we're up and about, guys. Take care, like, share, and subscribe. Love all the kind things, man. The numbers are going absolutely nuts. I'll call it. I will see you guys real soon. Love you all. Catchers. Ready, bang!